everybody. Welcome back to the Techegy podcast. On this episode of Four Chrome Domes and 16 Eyes, we're talking about the game of the month. So do us a favor. If you like what you hear, don't totally hate it. Climb up on the top rope, look out at the crowd as they chant your name, and deliver the baddest elbow drop you can on that like and subscribe button. Oh, yeah, brother.
Dig
What's
it.
What's up,
Giggity.
guys? What's happening?
Not much, man. Not much. Looks like we got North Carolina better represented tonight.
NC represent.
Yes, sir.
Exactly. Is it snowing up there yet?
You're gonna laugh, or maybe not, but it did last week.
Well, it did here too.
Yep.
Wow.
I didn't really get it too bad because sometimes the lake's the worst for snow, but sometimes in early winter it keeps it a little bit warmer along the shore. So I didn't get it, but about 10 minutes out in a couple smaller towns and cities, they got a couple inches of snow.
Yeah, we had it on the grass, but not on the roads.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't, I don't want to say it was on the roads, but I saw some pictures and there was accumulation for sure.
Cool. Yeah. It's, when I was little in the Midwest, it was always snowing for Halloween. So you always had to wear a winter jacket underneath underneath your costume.
Underneath your
Yeah, I mean, everybody looked like the Michelin Man trying to dress up like for Halloween. It was,
I think I have a couple of those jackets.
oh man, yeah. It was like, we get it bigger, you'll be able to wear it 3 or 4 more years. So,
That's true. And if you, as an adult, if you get it big, you get it one size up and you're pretty much good for the rest of your life.
Not me.
I mean, as long as you don't have any extraordinary weight gain or loss.
well, 2 of us have had
I've had
loss.
both.
Yeah, 2 of us have had loss.
I've had weight gain and a lot of loss.
Wild fluctuations.
Yeah.
Hey, anyways, we have a guest on tonight. His name's Andre. Hi, Andre.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for having me on tonight.
Andre is known for the voice of his podcast called
Actually, it hadn't started yet, sir.
I was actually just joking.
Hey, Andre, we could actually say insert name here.
Exactly, and have that weird.
But you had the whole horror thing going there for a while, right?
Yeah, we
I
did.
did.
Yeah, we talked about it on an episode, and then we had the link on the website.
You did?
Yeah.
Ended up coming in 3rd place. Yeah, so
Did you get anything for 3rd place, or was it absolutely 1st place? You had to.
yeah, absolutely 1st place. It's actually still going on. And
What? Tomorrow's Halloween.
Looking in now.
I as soon as I saw there was a girl that was barely wearing any clothes, I was like, that's not even fair. Like
Yeah.
That's not fair.
she's winning.
But it's bad because Andre was voting for her too.
Andre, you're supposed to vote for yourself.
Sorry, Andre. I was
Yeah,
going to vote for you,
so.
but I voted for her.
Yeah.
I had full intentions on voting for Andre, but when I saw her,
Yeah.
it was like, who? Andre who?
It's like,
Not bad.
She might not even be the one in 1st place. I just remember seeing that, and I was like, well, there goes everybody else.
yeah, there was a couple of minor celebrities in that thing, and
Oh.
none of them have made it except for like the lead singer from a band, and that's it. There was actually one WWE wrestler in there.
Oh,
Won't
was
name
there?
drop, of course, but
Who was it?
I can't name drop. I don't want to get them in trouble
Okay. Gotcha.
because I don't think they were supposed to be in anything like that because
Oh
they're in the contract with WWE.
man,
You-
that was. I tell
You
probably
can't give
still
us
safe.
can't give us the entire plot of the story and not give us the finish.
Okay, you'll know who this is just by me saying green hair.
All 3 of our listeners want to know.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess that probably Trips and Vince McMahon listen to this podcast, which
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
You know who I'm talking about, right?
Sure.
I did. I'm
The
sorry.
third one.
I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, I said the person had green hair.
Oh, yeah.
Probably know who I'm talking about now.
I think I know who you're talking about. Not a he's not. You're okay. I got
It's
you.
not a he.
Oh, it's not he. Okay, then I'm thinking of somebody else.
And they ride a. This will probably give it away, a tank.
It was China.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay, we
now we're
won't
running
say, don't say anything.
Well, China's dead, so it's definitely not China. Rest in peace, China.
Yeah.
Joni, what's her name? Joni.
Joni Lawler.
Yeah,
Lawler.
that's it. Yeah,
Lawler. I can't remember.
Lawless. Joni Lawless.
That-
No, Lawless was that lady from
You're thinking Lucy Lawless,
Lucy Lawless. Yeah.
Xena, and she was in Ash versus Evil Dead, which was funny.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
I just
That
watched
show
Army.
was funny as hell.
I just watched Army of Darkness the other night, which is my favorite one of the.
They just came out with a 4K release of that.
Did they?
Yes.
We have to buy it.
You know, they have a new movie in the works as well. It's supposed to have been out this year, but they're trying to figure it out if it's going to theaters or to a certain streaming service.
For Army of Dark, like an Army of Darkness movie, or just an Evil
No, a
Dead?
new Evil Dead.
Okay.
So that'd be another idea for a podcast. Movie reviews.
Well, yeah. Well, Andre's hosting it. He doesn't even have a choice.
Andre would have to host that. So
You heard it here first, folks.
Yep. Movie reviews by Dre. Not
Yeah,
Doctor.
That's just
Not Dr. Dre. This is like this is Nurse Dre.
You're stray.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like that.
I'm not gonna be dressing up in a nurse outfit. Sorry.
Well, you could. Tomorrow's Halloween.
Yeah, you're good.
You could.
Just film all the episodes for a year in one day, and then there's an excuse for you wearing a nurse outfit.
I mean, Heath Ledger dressed up as a nurse in The Dark Knight.
I didn't say you had to dress up as a sexy nurse. I just
Oh,
said
oh, yeah.
there are male nurses. You can just wear scrubs.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Look where my mind went right away.
I was gonna say I have to shave my legs.
For what? You can only see from your waist up.
I'll show them off, man. If I had to get all sexy, I gotta show off the game.
Yeah, if you're going through that effort, you're standing up.
You have your legs. You're sitting
You're not
back in
going
a
to
chair.
fedora man this. I'm just saying.
Yeah, just so you know, tradition around here is none of us wear pants while we're recording this. So
You better
can't
take this off, Andre.
yeah,
Here, look.
and.
Censored.
And I am going, fellas. I will talk to y'all later.
That's it, man. Game over, man. Game over. So what you been playing, Andre? What you been playing?
Gotham Knights and the newest Saints Row, which is a reboot. Beat Saints Row did not beat Gotham Knights. Saints Row's broken.
That's what I was gonna ask you.
They're
It's
always
broken. I actually had a couple of instances where I had to restart missions because the game locked up and my character would not move. But it has been patched a little bit, so
A little bit.
yeah, a little bit. But the story kept me going. So
You didn't realize that they don't do beta testing anymore. The users are the beta testers.
really,
Yeah, that's the shame of it.
wow.
Yeah.
We were the guinea pigs.
You are paying guinea pigs instead of paying people. They do pay for it.
It's like we can release the game and let the customers test it out for us.
Works for Sony.
True.
Well, I hear they don't pay them much anyway.
No, that's just Code Red Mountain Dew and what? Ding dongs.
I was going with Funyuns, but okay.
Onions will work.
I'll take some Code Red and Funyuns. I'll do it. I'm there. So what did you think about Arkham Asylum? Like I know you even finished it, but
Oh, Gotham Knights.
or Gotham Knights.
Fine, you're
Sorry.
fine. I knew what you meant.
Yeah.
It's so far it's pretty good. A lot of people were complaining about it just because it's locked at 30 frames a second on the consoles
Wow.
as opposed to the PC. Really not a big issue. It's a more polished game than Saints Row.
You're playing it on Xbox Series X, right?
Yes, that's correct. Yeah.
So what is the why did we frame lock on these next gen consoles?
I didn't hear a firm answer to that. I just know that
It's not the only game that's done
Is it
it.
because of the Xbox Series S?
Could
Well,
be.
well, I mean, why wouldn't the S it's not like we're playing on the original Xbox because it was also
Right.
released for the original Xbox, correct?
It
Well-
was no, it's just on next gen actually.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's not on the S?
No, well, it's on the S because that's next gen as well. Digital,
Well,
But it's
downloadable.
not on Xbox One.
Okay.
Right, and it's not
Right,
on PS4.
But some people are still saying that they're holding some of the games back for the S. In other words, maybe not as good a graphics, maybe not as good a frame rate because it has to work on both of them.
And sell a different version. Sell two. Sell one.
I don't understand why they don't do that. You should have an extreme, the extreme version, just cut it back some. But
The extreme version.
well, the fast version, the good looking version. And
No,
then
that works. It's the Xbox Series Extreme. That's what it should be called.
That's what it should be called.
Yep.
Yeah.
Might be what they call the next version. You never know.
They won't be able.
Numbering mechanism.
They won't be able to use an X, so it'll have to be an E for extreme.
It'll be the Z, Xbox Z
Gen Z.
or Y. I don't know.
The Xbox. It's the Xbox Zyrtec edition for people with allergies.
So how did it compare to the other Arkham games? Is it similar to the other
They
ones? at
say
all?
that the combat's different from the regular Batman Arkham games, but it felt the same to me. A little more difficult actually. I'm playing on normal. I play all my games on normal.
Yeah.
Felt like it was actually on the highest difficulty setting for me, but I'm managing because I'm a warrior.
Talking about games that were weird release. So NHL last year, NHL 2020 for 22, they did two different versions. They did a version for the original Xbox One, and then they did one for next gen. And if you bought one, it was $10 more, but you didn't get the old one. So if you had both consoles, you had to buy the game twice. So was it really worth last year? Not really. I mean, the fact that you could quick resume was kind of nice, and the load times on the Xbox Series X is pretty nice. But what they did this year was even more bizarre. Is you paid $70 and you got both versions, but the saves don't work between them, and the graphics are identical. So the only thing that they did was they got rid of all the male referees in the game. All they have is female referees in the game, which is kind of interesting because we always, my son and I always made fun of the fact that one of the referees looked like Ryan Malone of the Penguins. So when they make a bad call, we call it out. God damn it, Malone, you did it. Screwed us over. Blah blah blah. Well, there's no Malone anymore to yell at, and he's been on the game for the last 8 years. So that was kind of disappointing. And they really didn't update the game that much. I mean, the only thing that they did is they changed the music from from whatever they had it to, it's more like techno punk right now. So they kind of went back to the older stuff. Little disappointed. I paid, I bought it. Since I'm part of Xbox Gamers Pass, I get 10% off. I'll play a whole season. The Penguins have to win the cup. And that's the only way they're going to win it. The real ones won't do it after watching them the last few nights. But I kind of been referring to the game as NH Fail 23. It looks like a typical, yay or nay. If you're a big hockey fan and didn't buy last year's, it's worth it. If not, wait until they give it to you for free at the end of the season and then play during the summer when we don't have hockey. That's probably what I'm going to do next year. Probably it'll be the first year I haven't bought a NHL next year, but the first year I haven't bought NHL since the original Genesis one. But every year I've always bought a hockey game for a system. But that's kind of, EA is kind of looking like a cash grab to me on this one. So anyways, that's kind of my thoughts on that game.
Isn't EA
Sounds
just
like what they
cash
do with
grab?
Madden each year.
I'm sorry?
I say kind of like what they do with Madden each year, where they kind of, half-ass it.
Yeah.
It's kind of what I heard. I mean, I don't play the Madden game, but I've heard that it's pretty much the same game every year.
Mm-hmm.
They don't, update the rosters, throw it out there. I mean, they still have people in the stands wearing the gold Penguins jersey, the gold and white Penguins jersey versus the yellow and black that they wear now. Yeah, you go to a real game, you're going to see people wearing old jerseys, but not the entire crowd.
Right.
At least update the fans a little bit.
Still people in the crowd wearing Whalers jerseys.
You can actually put the Carolina team in the Whalers jerseys. You can do that. The only team that you can't put in their prior jerseys, from what I remember, is because you put the Stars in the North Star jerseys, which I always do that because I was a huge North Star fan. But the Atlanta Thrashers haven't been in it since the team moved up to Winnipeg because the NHL and the team up there don't own the rights to the logo. They left it. They were like, we don't want it. We don't want it. When they bought the team, they left it in Atlanta. They left it with the people who own the Hawks, which was kind of interesting. You normally don't see that. So, Mike, what are you playing, man?
Oh, I'm playing a bunch of stuff. First, Plague Tale Requiem, which is kind of, a stealth, or, you can, shoot a slingshot or, bow and arrow and stuff like that. It's actually looks really, really good. Frame rate looks really good. I mean, I'm pretty impressed with it. Some people say it's maybe one of the best looking ones on the Series X right now. But I played the
Game
first
Pass?
one and beat it and liked that one. And this one's pretty much more of the same,
Game Pass?
Game Pass, it's in Game Pass. I'm also playing Scorn, which is basically Myst, Alien Myst. In other words, if you ever played Myst and you like that, it's basically the same thing. It's just with the alien look.
It's Mist, but if H.R. Geiger made it.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So, and
Awesome.
it's a little tough. I don't like it takes me 10, 15 times of running around the whole area to figure out what to do. They don't give you much direction, but I don't know. I like them kind of games. They're kind of puzzle game. I also played Chivalry 2 or whatever it's called. I played that on the multiplayer part. It's a little janky. Its controls are a little, I don't know, iffy, but I actually was winning a lot, which is strange for me. So since I'm not the best player. And then one other one I've been playing on the PC, Vampire Survivor. I don't know if you guys ever played that. It's just a small, like 8-bit game. You basically run away from hordes of monsters, 8-bit monsters, and you pick up weapons and they do stuff like a sword will go like swipe every so many seconds left to right, and you just run away from all these bats and zombies and vampires and trolls. And basically it just gets more and more and more, monsters all over the screen, and you just run around like a maniac and pick up chests and get, power ups and stuff, and you end up getting more and more weapons like bombs and all kind of stuff. It's actually fun. It's addicting, but that's like a game you play for, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. Well, I don't want to say a half hour. It's not like, I don't know. I've never played it for more than an hour at a time. And then the other two that I've been playing a little bit with John is played a little bit of Minecraft with him, and Diablo 3 we've been trying to go through and beat together. So,
What did I say last night when we were playing Minecraft? I was like, so they've upped the difficulty in
Yeah.
Minecraft. Very, I mean, like I'm not even a theory. They've 100% upped the difficulty. And I was like, what is this, Dark Souls for kids?
they did make it tougher. I mean, how many times did they blow up the building I built?
No,
I mean, you could just get one creeper, you'd get 3 of them coming at you.
I will say that I know for a fact that with a diamond sword, you could one shot a lot of the land enemies, spiders, zombies. Now it's like you're hitting them 4 or 5 times, and then the whole time there's skeleton archers that are hit scanning you. So no matter where you move, their arrows are hitting you. And now there's these Mothman things in the sky that swoop down and destroy your ass.
And John, I got carried away last night after you got off, and this morning.
I had to get off. You fell asleep.
Well, I did. I do that a lot. Hey, I get up at 5 every morning. I mean, at 1 or 2 in the morning. I get up.
Andre does too.
Yeah, well, late nights aren't real good sometimes. But I combined a whole bunch of other houses together, so we got like one giant mansion right now. So
Our McMansion, very nice.
They've been moving on.
But other than that, that's what I've been playing, And then I purchased this, or you purchased it for me, John. But Duke Nukem Forever. So hopefully I'll be playing this coming up soon. I got ripped off for $8, right, John?
No, listen, we talked about in the player nay, It's not that bad.
Well, no, I just meant that I could have got it
it's
for
my
$5
second.
or $3, right?
It was, I think after everything came for $8, but I got mine for 99 cents years ago.
See, it's gone up because it's valuable now
It's
because of the podcast we did.
the second
That's right.
the second playthrough I've ever done of it was the last couple weeks, and I had fun playing it. Like I said in the other podcast, I don't care what anyone says. It's not that bad. It's
Now, is it
bad.
backwards compatible?
It is.
No,
Okay.
Hey,
So
I'm a Duke Nukem fan. Just what he says and what he does in the games keeps me playing. You know,
if you've played it before and you played it like 12 years ago or 10 years ago or whenever, go back and play it again. It's everybody played it that first time with all that negative hype, like, oh, this is the worst game ever made. It's not.
no, no.
It's the gameplay itself isn't bad. If you want to take shots at it, take shots at it, because that was around the time when a lot of the hashtag stuff was starting, and a lot of like the Me Too stuff and some of the other woke stuff was kind of coming into social existence. So it got, if you want to hit it for stuff, there's fair criticism there. But the gameplay itself isn't bad.
It's basically just making fun of the Schwarzenegger.
And I think
movies from the old
even
days.
even like the
Yeah.
stuff that people said all the jokes are sexist, and
It's Duke Nukem.
the current culture, people don't understand that Duke Nukem is literally like it's like a tongue-in-cheek kind of thing. Like, it's making fun of tough guy first person shooters. It's not
Right.
like seriously like overt here, all women suck, we hate women, it's not.
It's not like Harvey Weinstein. It was done in taste.
Well, I would like to go back and look at some of the people that made these comments about the game, some of the reviewers, because I can guarantee probably about half of them got Me Too'd. Especially the ones that wrote for Kotaku. I guarantee that every single one in Kotaku that 10 years ago said that about the game is no longer working there and is probably flipping burgers because they got Me Too'd. Guarantee it.
well, a lot of them places have agendas anyway. They're, I
Anyways,
believe they're,
that's
they're,
not what this episode's about. Anyway,
no, but
So
we never get off topic.
I got 3 games here, guys. And I actually got a 4th one.
Oh,
That's not here, it's over there.
over there.
But I was talking about Dark
there.
Souls, and MC can attest that I've been playing Dark Souls 2.
a lot. Every time I go on, you're on that.
It's like me
Yes.
with the hockey.
I have to
Yeah.
interrupt him so he'll play something else.
Well, listen, let me tell you about Dark Souls 2 real quick. Dark Souls 2 is like the black sheep of the Dark Souls family. It's crapped on because the developers weren't the same as they were for Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1, and Dark Souls 3. It's the best Dark Souls in my opinion. Again, I don't care what anyone says about it. Everyone said, it's not this, it's not that, it doesn't do this like the other games does. Who cares? It is the best one. The Scholar of the First Sin edition, I will admit that when they released those DLCs, all they did was add more enemies to make it even harder, which is kind of BS. They did add some cool DLC stuff to it, but they tried to fix the original game by adding more enemies. So you get ganked a lot. And I hate getting ganked more than anything.
Oh, ganked. I thought you said something else.
Ganked. No, ganked. You get ganked, which is
just making sure this is a family.
no. I don't know if
Okay.
ganked is used.
The family shit.
I don't know if ganked is used outside of like the Dark Souls game talk, but it's when you have like 3 or 4 enemies that are you just get destroyed by because you can't get away from their attacks. You get ganked. It's unfair.
Well, I'm an Elden Ring fan. I'm not a Dark Souls fan because I hate getting killed and have to go back and start at the beginning all the freaking time. It's like,
See,
at least leave me where I die.
Dark Souls 2 has a lot of the fires fairly close, so you're not running like half an hour through a level. Now, it's not like Elden Ring where there's statues of America and there's the fires there for you, like right outside of boss fights. It's not like that. But if I had to, Dark Souls 3 and Elden Ring are far apart. Dark Souls 2 and Elden Ring are a lot closer together. Dark Souls 2, I think, is what Elden Ring is not Dark Souls 3 2. It's Dark Souls 2 2.
I'll master my tutu.
Yeah. So I've been playing a lot of that. MC knows get on because I come on hot whenever we switch games. And I'm
I
I'm
can't
on
get into those Elden.
I
Scrolls.
I've
Can't get into those games.
I've been into it since when when Demon Souls came out in 2009, and it's just one of my favorite series. It makes me mad. I have blood pressure issues because of it.
See, I used to back in the Apple days. I played a game called Ultima. Everybody's like, Ultima's
Oh, yeah.
great.
Oh
Ultima's great."
yeah, all
To
those.
me, it was Dultima. I mean, it wasn't. It was
Ultima.
boring. It wasn't fun. It was. I'm kind of like. I think Andre, your style is similar to mine. I got to be killing something. I got to be moving. If it's boring, if I'm just walking around and collecting things, if I'm not shooting things in between it, like every 30 seconds, I just get bored.
Don't play Scorn then. Don't play Scorn.
I mean, you look at the last, what was it? The last, what's the one we played the heck out of? Tiny Tina is the sequel.
Yeah.
Borderlands. Now the Borderlands games are fun. Yeah, you got to walk around and collect stuff. But Tiny Tina Turner to me is kind of a boring game. Which I hear now they're getting a sequel. So apparently not enough people were bored.
I mean personally, I don't want to say it was boring, but like it's hard for me to play that and then play like the Borderlands series, knowing that it's a spin-off.
Right.
Because Borderland series is
up here.
Tiny Tina's felt like it should have been like a $30 spin-off of Borderlands. I mean, I had fun playing it. It was good, but I also deleted it off of my drive and probably won't ever download it again.
Yeah, I found it got boring after after you got the low-hanging fruit, it just got real boring. So,
but anyways, real quick, I'm gonna smash through these. They're all pretty similar, to be honest. I'll do the two newest ones first here. If you like isometric action RPGs, things like Diablo, things like Baldur's Gate, this is for you. Shadows Awakening. It's available on Xbox, PC, and PlayStation. Like I said, Diablo, it's very similar to Diablo. It does not have the roll, though. You can't roll. And it drives me nuts because I'm always flicking the joystick trying to roll away from an enemy, like you do in the Diablo games. Doesn't have roll, but it's good. Pick it up. I think these are on. I think I got these on Amazon for like $15. Another one is Torment Tides of Numenera, which, just for reference, this isn't open, and I'll tell you why. Because I found out that I already bought the digital edition for it at some point and forgot about it. So
I'm gonna be going back.
Hey, John, just ship that to me then.
yeah, no, but so this, I compared this a little bit closer to like a Baldur's Gate. It's still isometric in that it's still an action RPG, but it's more of a team kind of thing. Like
it was so memorable, you bought it again.
Yeah, well, I don't know when I bought the digital edition, but I bought the day one edition on Amazon for, I think, like I said, $15. It's been out for a couple years, but also good if you like Baldur's Gate, Icewind Dale. That's be a good game for you. And here's one for the original Xbox. Very original Xbox. Let me see if I got a date on this. 2002 is when this game come out. And speaking of Baldur's Gate, this is Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. It is an action RPG like Diablo.
Someone changed out the box on you.
Yes, they did. This isn't the actual box. But it has the disc, so that's all that matters. It's actually, it's pretty fun. There's some customizable characters. There's a lot of different magic spells, the territory that comes with this. If you're into the Baldur's Gate world, Dark Alliance, I think it even had very positive reviews when it was released. If you still have your Xbox, it is not backwards compatible in any of the 360 or the Xbox One. So you're gonna have to break out the original Xbox, which I did for it. Totally worth it. I think I got that for $5 on eBay. So pick it up if you can. That's what I've been playing. I've been playing other stuff too, but those are the ones I've been playing this month, and I can see Dark Souls 2 sitting on my shelf just staring at me. right now.
Since we're actually recording this right before Halloween, actually tomorrow's Halloween. This will probably be released after the Atari 2600 version of Halloween. Now this is a reprint. You want to talk about a bad game? I saw a review of it the other night. And you guys ever watched the Angry Video Gamer?
Angry Video Game Nerd.
Yeah, Angry
Yeah.
Video Game Nerd. He did a thing on it that actually I thought was pretty funny. I thought what he did was funnier than the game. It was actually better than the game. But it does have an off-key version of the Halloween theme. But
Now, quick question for you: is that game better than the last movie?
Oh,
yes, yes. Michael Myers is actually in the game for more than 15 minutes.
That's awesome.
I mean,
Yeah,
to be
how can unless it's Season of the Witch, how can you have a Michael Myers movie, a Halloween Michael Myers era movie without Michael Myers in it being a main character?
well, I mean, he wasn't in the other movies all that often either.
He was in it more than this one.
It was in more than this one.
I'm trying to think, like in the first movie,
Have you seen this one?
I have not.
I have not either.
No.
My
Let me
review
just
for
help
it,
you.
I would say that basically, if it was like Joe Schmo the Killer and not a Halloween movie, it would have been a decent movie.
If they would have called it like, I was influenced by Michael Myers.
The Michael Myers adjacent murderer.
It's because Halloween really doesn't end. It ends up being poopy, as Andre would say. It was how again. A lot of people didn't like Halloween Kills. I actually enjoyed Halloween Kills.
Same here.
Yeah, I gave up after number 4, I think.
Well, there were some of those that you were like, what? But I can tell you what, every one of those is better than Halloween Ends.
What's the one that the whole neighborhood gets involved in trying to track him down and kill him?
That's Kills.
That's Kills.
That Kills. Yeah, I
That's the
did
one that was
see
out a
that
couple
one
years
a
ago.
while back.
Yeah, it's the one that's got the kid from
Weird
Vacation.
Science.
Yeah, it's got the kid from Vacation in it. Anthony Michael Hall.
Yep, Weird
Yeah.
Science and
Weird Science.
he did a
Yeah.
show, Dead Zone, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that one at least was entertaining. That was actually entertaining.
Well, there was a lot of people died in that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
there's a reason they called it Kills.
Yes.
Yeah, they should have just called the last one Halloween Sleeps.
Halloween doesn't end.
Or they could have just Halloween Ends badly. It would have worked. So
Hey, what are we doing?
as Andre laughs at me because I was like, that was one of the worst movies I've ever seen. Anyways, so we ended it on a low note, on a bad movie.
I'm gonna have the outro song be the off-key Halloween theme from the Atari game.
Before we get off, we're gonna do a game awards this year.
Yes, absolutely.
January? We'll do it in January.
And I am going to drink 3 bottles of wine like I did last year.
It's Herbie loaded.
That's it. Game of the year right there, guys.
Game of the year.
Herbie
Yeah,
fully
you guys
Got
can
Herbie
do
to go
it if you
along
want.
with.
It was just me and John on the one. So
And I just progressively the entire time. I think it was whiskey actually. I was just downing.
How long
Whiskey.
was that podcast?
That was like an hour and a half.
well, what we did was we kind of paced it with the real game awards, I guess you'd call it. We kind of took the same categories and picked what we thought them categories should be versus what Healy does.
Yeah, we did the Techegy breakdown of the game awards, and
which
then
we come up with many different ones than they did.
and we just shit talk Healy the entire time.
Yeah, because I don't know.
Oh, he was drunk.
Who, Healy or me?
Resident Evil should have got that last
Yes.
year.
Yeah. Who was that? Did I pick? What did I pick? I picked Resident Evil, didn't I?
How's Healy going to get a PlayStation game in this year with Elden Ring? You know what I mean?
Oh, it has to be Elden Ring. There's no.
I don't know. Everyone's starting to say, "Oh, it could be God of War."
Yeah, because that comes out next month.
Yeah, but if Healy has anything to do with it, it'll be that.
That's too close to the end of the year. It shouldn't even count for this year. It should count for next year.
This is what I don't like about the Game Awards. It should go from it should not be held until January.
Well, isn't that why Halo
this year?
Halo wasn't part of it, right? Because it was released too close to
No, that's
We
right.
still don't have multiplayer co-op
Yeah.
on Halo.
it's supposed to be coming, isn't it?
Yeah, what happened to that? That was supposed to happen this November. Right?
Happened last year, I thought.
Well, I know, but they were like saying that they were thinking it would be out in November. Now that's all kind of
Trying to buy Activision to find somebody that can actually program it.
yeah. This,
Anyways, final words.
Are we gonna do a Razzie version of the Game Awards? That would be more fun.
Oh, what are we going to record it on a Raspberry Pi?
Nah, it's kind of like the worst games of the year.
Worst games of the year.
Oh, I will do that.
oh, we could do that. We could do that in February. Why don't we do 1 month the best games and 1 month the worst games?
I'll do both in the same month. I'll do both
Well,
in the
we
same
do the same.
podcast.
Well, we could do two. That'd be too long. We
Well,
need to do
We
two
should,
different ones.
well, we'll talk about this offline after this.
We'll
Anyways,
cut all this. We'll just
yeah.
cut all this.
final words, gentlemen.
Happy Halloween.
Rogaine doesn't work.
You don't just go blind.
Wow.
Whoa. All right, see you guys. Thanks for
Let's
listening.
stay nerdy.
Stay nerdy, my friends.
Stay nerdy, my friends.
Stay nerdy,
We
my
gotta
friends.
play this. We gotta play the song.
Well, it's our new song anyway, so
Which one?
the one that you made.
Which one of the ones that I made?
All right, bye guys.
It's a surprise.